really grateful to have you contributing to the insanity.
Thank you!
The insanity pipeline. Flowing with content.
Flowing with content.
Hey everybody, it's Dylan from Playbill here to get ready with a queen. Kelsie Watts from 6 is in the studio today. Hey Kelsie.
Hi!
How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You were saying you were excited to be somewhere where you don't have to necessarily be glam before you arrive.
This was my dream. I kid you not. Like, if anybody knows me, they know I walk around in a ponytail with sweats and a t-shirt like 99% of my life. So the fact that I get to show up to something like this, not ready, like I could have rolled out of bed. I'm like, hey.
Thank you so much for coming to get ready with me today. Yeah. I'm so excited. I heard that you got in touch with the 6 folks kind of the old-fashioned way, the way people used to get cast if someone handed you a business card.
They did. Yes. Okay, so I was doing a, am I getting ready yet, or I'm just talking to you?
Get ready, yeah.
So I was doing a gig on a showboat and singing a lot of Elvis Presley and the Eagles. And after the show, we have like this little meet and greet where we would say bye to everybody, like as they walk out the door. And this lady came up to me and handed me her card and was like, hey, I'm casting for this musical and I really think you'd be a great fit. And I was like, what? I mean, I had no idea it was Roberta Dutrek, the musical supervisor of 6. I didn't know that at the time, so I just texted her and was like, hey girl, that's so cool! Like, and so we started talking, you know, this was in 2020, and so we became friends and kept in touch, and I did The Voice in 2020 during the pandemic, and, you know, she kind of helped walk me through that, which was really cool, and she asked me to come audition in Chicago. I was like, cool. Keep in mind, I've never done musical theater professionally in my life. Okay, yeah, this is, yeah.
Did you do it in your youth?
I mean, in like kinda in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like a musical. I don't have
What
video of that,
musical
so. South Pacific. She asked me to come to Chicago to audition, and I was originally called for Seymour and Parr. And went to Chicago, made it through, and then they asked me to come to New York, and I got cut. I know. I was like, what? I emailed Peter Van Dam, who's casting. I was like, hey Peter, what can I do better? How do I professionally ask why did I get cut? Regardless of whether it's for 6 or not, so that way I can just like work on my craft. And he goes, have you ever acted before? And I said, no. But he recommended an acting coach, Benji Shaw, and I started working with him just via Zoom for, I mean, gosh, a couple years that I consistently worked with him. But I got a call from 6 again the following year, and they were like, hey, we'd love for you to come audition just for Parr. And I was like, okay, cool. And I think they were casting for the national tour. I think it was the first national tour. Didn't get cast. Couldn't tell you, but I didn't get cast. Right.
Second time.
I know. I was like, I don't know. By this time, I was like, the first time, I'm not gonna lie, I was devastated. I was like, oh my gosh! It was really, really sad. Second time, still really sad, but I was like, I mean, I've already been rejected once, so it makes it a little easier. I then was just hanging out in Nashville, doing the social media thing. You know, as a singer, you're just trying to make a living, so I was bartending and paying for all of my own music and stuff like that, and content creating, and they called me in 2023. They were like, hey, we want to bring you out to a boot camp. I was like, that sounds fun. So this time they like flew me out, put me up in a hotel, like it was me and I don't know, like 30 other girls or so, and they called me just for Seymour. They were like, hey, we want you just for Seymour. I was like, all right, cool. So, you know, we had like one-on-one acting, choreography, music, like all of the things, and that lasted like a week. And I went home and didn't hear from him again for about a year.
Wow.
So I mean, so by this point, I genuinely am just like, you know, like truly what a blessing to get top of the line education from people in this industry for free. I genuinely did not expect anything to come from it. Like, honest to God. So I'm still in Nashville at the time, still bartending, doing social media, and that same year is whenever I started like consistently working on my social media, posting every single day. That was in August 2023, and then all of a sudden, it just popped off, and I went from like, you know, maybe 20,000 followers on TikTok to over 1 million in less than 6 months. Wow. And then Instagram hit over 1 million, and now we're at almost 2 million on TikTok. It's just, I don't understand it. So yeah, so I'm in full-blown like social media mode. I'm not thinking anything about Broadway. So much so to where I just closed on a house with my husband, and I get a call like last year, and they were like, hey, we have an opening on Broadway, are you interested? I said, what? When I found out that I got the gig, I was in Home Depot picking out blinds with my husband, and my manager, Melinda, FaceTimes me and was like, hey, I need to talk to Jane. And I was like, Melinda, I'm picking out blinds. I don't have time for this. Like, what do you need? She's like, I need to talk to Jane Seymour. And I looked at my phone, and I looked at Brandon, and I go, I think we're moving to New York. And he goes, we're gonna need a second. Like, to the person selling us blinds, I was like, oh my gosh, everything's fine. So anyway, I literally had just decided I was quitting the bar and doing social media on my own. I was about to go on tour with Trans-Siberian Orchestra and literally left for tour about a week later, came back to Nashville for 2 days, and then moved to New York.
Has the musical theater kid in you been awakened? Like, have your Broadway dreams and goals started to expand?
Yeah,
What's happening in your brain?
It's such a problem, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my new goal is to be Satine in Moulin Rouge. I would love to, if Greatest Showman ever decides to cast out of the US, I would love to be Jenny Lind. There's roles, I mean, gosh, paint me green, that'd be cool. Oh my gosh, I would die. Even though I have dreams of, you know, other things, 6 is the coolest thing ever. Like, it's like I'm not like trying to leave that. Like, I love it.
You girls can sing.
Thank you.
You all, right now, seriously, if y'all out there haven't seen 6, or even if you have and you've been toying with the idea of coming back, you have to come and see this cast. I mean, they're blowing the roof off of the place.
I will say our cast is really freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's
like,
unbelievable.
They're so great. And like, what's so cool about the dynamic, because I had no idea what I was walking into. Like, I made sure and message, whenever I found out I was cast and they had announced who else was cast, I made a point and I messaged all of the girls that I was able to find on Instagram. I was like, hey, I'm so excited for you, because I think a common misconception is because I have the following that I do, if nobody's spoken to me, it's very easily misconceived. Oh, she's probably a diva. Oh, she's probably got an ego. She probably got this because she has the following, which isn't the case at all. So I like to get ahead of that and be like, hey, I swear I'm a normal person. I don't know what happened on social media. I just exploded.
And if the 6 of you were really a girl band, what do you think your girl band name would be?
Oh, dear God. I hate that my brain just went to this. The Roiling Stones.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Jane Seymour.
You know, yes, the things about Seymour that people know. Yeah, she gave him a son. He's known as the one that, you know, he truly loved. And I think that's really awesome and that's cool, but I think she's so much more than that, because through her whole song, she's saying like, you know, my heart of stone, but the whole point of her song is saying, but she's not made of stone at all.
If you'll indulge me, I would love to do a little bit of Tudor trivia.
Oh, dear God.
Which of Henry's wives was the youngest when they were married?
Okay, Howard. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, oh, dear God, I'm gonna get fired.
2 of Henry's wives died in the same year. Which 2?
In the same year?
In the same year. I learned this today.
My guess would be Boleyn and Seymour, but go ahead. I know
you're half right.
I was about to say, because Seymour's the one that didn't. No, because Aragon died, and then Boleyn took over. I don't know if it was the same year or not. It had to be within the 3.
You're totally, your instinct is really good. It's Boleyn and Aragon.
It was the same year.
They died in the same
Really?
year.
Wow. Crazy, the things you learn.
Which one of Henry's queens is he buried with?
Me.
Yes!
Seymour. Woo! There's even a portrait of it.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we spend a little bit of time talking about you, Kelsie Watts, singer-songwriter. Oh! Yeah! Music seems to have been in your life for so long, your whole life.
Yeah.
You started singing when you were very wee,
Like,
too?
yeah, like I was 2 years old.
Yeah?
That's crazy.
Has songwriting also had a constant in your life, or did you come to that later?
Crazy enough, I came to songwriting after The Voice. So when I went on The Voice, I knew I wanted to write, and I really knew I wanted to explore that, but I'd never been taught how to. People have like an inherent gift to just write songs, but I think you also have like different things you have to learn about it. It's a craft like anything else. As I was learning how to do that, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I enjoy this, and I have things to say, and I want people to hear these messages. And so the songwriting was relatively new to me. So I started releasing music in 2021. Is the first time I actually started releasing. Yeah, I've been singing, since I was 2. The first video we have, I was in my Looney Tune pajamas on the fireplace hearth, singing The Basics of Life by this like old school gospel group called For Him. We have a video of it somewhere.
The video that my family has of me singing, and again, not a vocalist, this was the beginning
I'm sure
and
it's
the
incredible.
end
No, I'm sure it's incredible.
of my career as a singer, is me wearing I'm a white t-shirt of my dad's, and I'm singing into a toothbrush. And I'm singing Honky Tonk Women by the Rolling Stones.
I was like, you said, my brain goes, that honky tonk woman. So not the one that you were thinking of.
No.
But way better. That's amazing.
And we hold space for all sorts of honky tonk women.
We do. Because I'm like such a big mental health advocate, I lost my brother to depression. And so a big part of my life and story is like making sure people know that there's hope, that they belong, that they're loved, and that they're cared for. And that comes out in my music. Now, not everything I write is like, super, like, meaningful maybe be the wrong word, but there's some like just bops that are fun and it's just fun to do. But even with those, I want to make sure that everybody knows that like, no, it means something, because I think that's what music is. It means something.
I, in learning about you, so admired the way that you've used your artistry for advocacy, particularly for mental health advocacy. It has definitely meant a lot to me as someone who has come to know you and be a huge fan of you.
Thank you.
Thanks. So shout out to you for doing that.
You don't have time to touch up your makeup off stage. Like that's like not really a thing. Because we run off stage to get a prop, and that's like kind of it. So for me, making sure that my makeup doesn't move the whole show. Also this stuff, Kryolan, I don't know how the heck to pronounce it. Yeah. It's like putting hairspray on your face, but man, it does not move. Yeah, there's a couple of like little makeup things that I'll use, but I try to keep it pretty simple. Today I'm definitely taking my time and faffing. But we've got the time to do that, so I was like, all right. Whoa, they're so heavy.
The lashes?
Yeah.
They look amazing, though.
Thank you. But it's a vibe, right?
It's very draggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from stage, I'm like, okay, well, let's be a little draggy. Like, this is fun. I love that.
I happened to see your show on Kids Night on Broadway.
Like this week?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, they were fun.
They were fun. They were so
cute.
They
were really fun.
They were so cute. But, I don't know, this is kind of a silly question, but what must it be like to have come to Broadway, maybe a little bit circuitously, and have such a beautiful, honest ethos of being yourself in your music, and also have the opportunity to be some little girl or little boy or little person's introduction to this type of art?
It's really, really cool. Even last night, so real talk, Broadway's hard. Doing 8 shows a week is really difficult. Not only vocally, but mentally. It's the job we sign up for, so I'm not complaining about it. I'm just giving you, it's a reality of what it is, And then there's also times where, like, as performers, you hope that the audience is engaged and you hope that they're excited to be there, and that's just not always the case. I will say, 9 times out of 10, everybody's like hella stoked to be there. Sometimes you do feed off of the audience, even though you try really hard not to. And so you do get like, you're like, oh, sometimes it's just like heavy or it's like harder. And then you see, the whole reason I say this, then you see the one person that's just like weeping because they are so moved and so excited to be there. And that was like last night, literally, there was a girl in the second row, and like you can for the most part, see sometimes throughout the show. During Heart of Stone, I can't see anything. I see like the first row kind of, and everything else is just black. Especially towards the end, you see these people just like wiping tears away, and they're just so moved or they're so excited, and you're like, yeah, this is why I'm here. It's not so I can sing my face off for thousands of people. It's not so I can say, oh my gosh, hey, guess what? I'm on Broadway. No. My voice is a way that I can love people. I mean, truly. I mean, that really is, like, that's what it is. You know, like, I get up there, and whether it's, like, Heart of Stone or, you know, I'm singing on a tour, or I'm singing my own stuff, like, my voice is a way that I'm able to show people love. And music moves people. Mm-hmm. Like, I could sit here and sing something and have no words in it at all, and depending on the notes that I chose would make you feel something totally different. Even when it's hard, it sounds so cliche, but even when you're tired and you're like, okay, I can make it through this show, you see these people and you're like, yeah, that's why. That's why, that's what it's for. You know?
Unfair of you to pull this while I'm trying to do my eyeliner. So lovely, so generous, so empathetic of you to send love out to people in the audience, people you can't even see, people you're never even gonna get to meet.
Thank you.
When do you feel the most loved?
I'm very blessed to have the relationships that I do. One specifically with my husband, Brandon, who is like, we just celebrated 6 years last week.
Oh my God, happy anniversary!
Thank you! So cool, but he is, what you see on social media is who he really is. He really is that loving, and really is that, like, he is super hot too. Yeah, 100%. I really married him for his accent. He's South African, I tell him that all the time. He makes me feel so supported and so loved and so taken care of and seen all the time. So I would say that's when I feel the most loved. This industry's hard, and to have a person to walk with you through that's so supportive is just so special, and I think it needs to be protected at all costs. But whenever I feel the most loved musically, honestly, I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't love applause. I think any performer is like, yes, of course I like when people cheer. It makes me feel like I'm doing a good job, that they're receiving what I'm doing. Yes, that's all. I think that's all true. It goes without saying. But honestly, it's whenever I see people be moved. Whenever I get to sing these songs that I really believe, like I really have a connection to, and it's a message that I want other people to know, and then people, you can see them like get excited and encouraged and emotionally respond, whether that's crying or standing or cheering or whatever, or singing along, I don't care. I think that's when I feel the most loved, is because I know it's making a difference. You know?
And I think you can tell in your performance. I think you can tell in anyone's performance also, when they're just standing up there singing their song, waiting for their song to be over.
Oh yeah.
That was me singing.
I think that was beautiful. That was stunning. You did a great job.
But with you and with your castmates, because can't talk about y'all as a powerhouse ensemble enough, you can feel not only the joy for what you're doing, but the love for the audience, the love for the craft, and the love for each other.
Yeah, I'm so glad, because that's what it's about.
And your husband in some of your social media videos, especially when you hit that note or get into your whistle tone, or when he starts to feel your love and your joy, there are times when he's looking at you.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe, you guys. If you're a lover of love, you gotta check that out.
Come watch my come watch my TikToks. They're literally, whenever Brandon's out of town, because he owns a neurophysiology practice in South Africa. So he's really smart.
That's a science word.
So he goes back and forth a whole lot. When I run out of batched content with him in it, because we do batch content for content creators, you have to, or you physically will just you'll die. You can't do it every day. And people are like, where is Brandon? Where's Brandon? Why is he not in it? I guarantee you, I could sing the same song, and if Brandon's in one, I could sing it the exact same way, perform it the same way. The one, if it's just me, it'll do decently well. If Brandon's in it, it will go viral. And I swear it's because people just love love.
Okay, so speaking about if you don't batch content, you'll kill over 8 shows a week, 8 shows a week, 8 shows a week.
Yes.
How are you finding time for your personal projects?
Yes.
And is there anything coming up that's exciting that we should be on the lookout for?
Oh my gosh, yes. And I love this question. So my schedule is insane. Like, people don't really believe me until I physically show them on my phone. They're like, hey, you wanna get coffee? And I'm like, if you can find a time.
2027.
Actually, I'm like, I'm free in November, kind of. Because I'm also really, I'm really protective over like my mental health time as well. So I cannot block every single hour on there. I can't do it. I tried and I failed. So, but I love to, I'm still writing and recording right now. So I'm writing a lot with my friend Michael and Kurt. Have a couple like different songs in the works that I'm like doing collaborations with people on. It's coming in the fall. Also doing acoustic versions of my songs as well, just so that way people have something extra. And I love getting to just break them down. And my friend Joel Hoekstra, who plays for Whitesnake, he's sick guitar player.
Okay.
He's the guitarist on it. He's actually playing with me on a couple of shows, and so like that's a lot of fun. I'm doing my best to be able to do Kelsie Watts shows in addition to all of the Six stuff, because I love Broadway and I would love to continue to do Broadway. Like, I'm obsessed. But I also, love writing and releasing my own stuff and doing my own shows, and a lot is about to happen. Christmas stuff is gonna come out, which I've never experienced a Christmas in New York, and I'm so excited.
Oh my God, it's your first Christmas in New York?
Yes, because I moved here in January
of
this
gosh.
year. So I just got to experience the snow, but not the Christmas season.
Oh my gosh, well, you have to do all the Christmas stuff.
Yes. So I mean, yeah. So there's lots happening, Fashion Week, and I mean, just craziness. It's crazy, but I'm very grateful to have all of the insanity happening.
Well, we're really grateful to have you contributing to the insanity.
Thank you.
The insanity pipeline.
I know.
Flowing with content.
Flowing with content.
Well, how have you liked settling into New York?
I love it. I never want to leave. It's so great. It's very small. The space is small. Going from a 3-bed, 3.5-bath house to 650 square feet with 2 dogs and a cat is hilarious. And my husband is 6'5". So,
Kelsie,
yes.
It has been such a blast getting ready with you today.
Thank you. This has been awesome.
I wish I could get ready with you every day.
You're welcome to.
Oh,
do this yeah. I mean, we could just do this every day. We'll just have like a standing date at Playbill.
Well,
where I come do my makeup here instead.
Before you go and finish off your 8-show week, I would love it if you could please sign the Playbill Getting Ready mirror.
Yeah!
Give it some love.
Yes.
And then we also have any of these Playbills. Pick
I'll
a
sign all
Playbill,
of
any
them.
Playbill for you to sign.
It's great.
Here you go,
Oh my
queen.
gosh, how fun. This is amazing. Do I need to sign it this way so you can see it?
Yeah.
Yay. Wee. Yay.
Ah, great.
Lovely. Yay. We're just do a montage, right? Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Got the glitter, got the gems.
Beautiful blending, beautiful
Thank you.
lashes.
Same. Love it.
Thank
You have such a sharp wing and the gems.
Thank you.
I didn't know she was going to be Seymour with me today, so.
I didn't either. I just think the energy of Seymour was in the room today.
Yeah.
We were both a little blessed and possessed.
Yeah! I love that.
Okay, we're going to send you off. Let the people know
you.
where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me all over social media. Kelsie Watts, Kelsie, and then Watts like a light bulb. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. If you just go down the list. But yes, you will find me, and I would love to be friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah! Bye, Kelsie. Thank you so much.